Good morning. It's 9:45 on Saturday the 23rd of February, and here I am in this wonderful little village of Worth Maltravers, which is from here is about another mile to the coastal path, which when I turn in an easterly direction, that's going to take me back to Swanage, which is where I started this morning. So if you've been watching the film, in 1 minute we're in Lulworth Cove and the next minute we're in Swanage. Well, there's a very good reason for that. In the film that you saw earlier, I was finishing off from Durdle Door to Lulworth Cove, and it was well worth shooting. I had to wait for a while for the mist to sort of go away before I could get any shots, but I waited as long as I could. After finishing that part, I learned that the walk from Lulworth Cove through towards Swanage was closed because of the army tank practice range that they have there, and the red flags were up. And I learned later that it's only open alternate weekends. Unfortunately, this weekend isn't one of the weekends when it is open, so I'm going to have to put that off until next weekend, when unfortunately the weather forecast is for torrential rain. Mind you, that could change within a week, but it means that I've got a choice of things to do now. I've moved forward to Swanage, parked up in Swanage, where I'm pleased to report that it's only £1 a day. That's for 24 hours on a car park in Swanage. Now, isn't that wonderful? That'll stop me moaning, won't it? And I've spoken to one or two people already in Swanage this morning. One chap in a cafe where I had a cup of tea and had a chat with him, and he was a walker as it happens, and he gave me the lowdown on how to go about doing this, which was wonderful. A very, very nice guy. Excuse me. And what a lovely lad. And he gave me some good advice, some good tips, and I'm taking his advice. So what I've done is I've got the bus as far out of Swanage as I can. It's about 3 miles or something like that to Maltravers, and now I'm here at this part. This Maltravers is quite two separate villages, and as I say, I've only got about another mile to go now to get down onto the coastal path. What I did notice in Swanage is they've got a very good steam railway, and it's open throughout the winter on weekends only, so I might consider that tomorrow. I've got in mind to do a walk to the ferry which takes you across to Poole, which marks the end of the southwest coastal path. Quite what I'm going to do, I'm not sure. I got myself a little bit low last night thinking about things and all the rest of it, and how I'm going to do this and how I'm going to do that, and it's just unfortunate about this firing range sort of stopping my progress, because I was doing like really well, and it's sent me into a little bit of a lull. But I've had some very nice messages this morning, especially from my good friend Rosemary, who put me on the straight and narrow and pointed me in the right direction again, and thank you, Rosemary. It was wonderful words. So I don't know quite what to do, whether to carry on as far as I can, like into Bournemouth and past Bournemouth, and just keep walking for as long as I possibly can, and then come back here to finish off that one section. It seems rather extravagant, but there's no other way of doing it, and I can't skip the piece. I'm gonna have to do that. So I might be hanging about for a day or two in Swanage, which seems a very nice place. I've been here before many times, going right back to the late 60s. We used to come here for family holidays and stuff like that, and my daughter likes this area. There is a place which is off the beaten track, which I'm going to make a point of actually going and filming for you. It's a place called Corfe Castle, which is well worth seeing, and I'll show you that. In fact, I can get a train, a steam train, to Corfe Castle, which is what I'll do, and shoot the Corfe Castle for you. So I'm feeling a lot better this morning. Still can't shake off this chest. It's a bit worrying. I'm doing my best, but I'm feeling a lot better. I had another really good early night last night, and I'm feeling very positive. It's an absolutely beautiful morning. There's a little bit of a fresh wind, and it's going to be in my face as I'm walking east, but it is quite pleasant, and I'm sure once this initial mist lifts within an hour or two, we're going to have a beautiful day. So, here we go. Well, I've very nearly reached where I want to be on the coastal path, and I've met Simon and Luke, and so you're out for a morning walk. Is this a regular haunt for you then? Are you often around here?
Not particularly, been here a few times,
Yes.
but we're quite local over Bournemouth way, so
Yes.
it's just nice to get out
Yes.
on a morning walk around here, yeah.
I was quite taken with Swanage this morning. It's years since I've been there, and the thing that I liked about it the most was it's only £1 a day for 24 hours on the car parks.
Yeah.
Whereas I've been chased around with my camper van in Weymouth, and it's £8 a day.
Oh,
You know what I
Christ,
mean?
yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was at Lulworth Cove and Durdledore yesterday, and it was absolutely heaving, absolutely jam-packed. And it's £18 a day there. That's interesting,
yeah.
isn't it?
You can't believe
18
it,
quid a day on a car park. Why would you
We've
want to
got
pay
a few paths around here to walk though, so
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be good for you.
that? Have you done the South Westall Coastal Path in its entirety, or
No.
anything?
No,
Nowhere
it's
near it.
something we probably will do at some point, yeah.
Yes.
But we are gradually just doing the odd bits here at the moment.
Yes.
But yeah, when we're in a better position, yeah, probably be able to do a few more walks.
Yes, I mean it is a fantastic walk. I mean I've been, okay, having done Cornwall and then Devon, now I'm into Dorset, and I was expecting the quality of the walks to get lower, if you know what I mean, but it's quite the opposite.
Yeah, it's lovely
They're
round
absolutely
here, yeah.
amazing, aren't they? You know,
Yeah,
there's
I've been to
a-
Cornwall a
beautiful
few
location.
times, which is, like you say, yeah, it's beautiful round there, but it's just as beautiful along the Jurassic Coast.
Absolutely, and nice
Yeah.
friendly people and everything.
Yeah.
I've found that with the southwest. You know what I mean? I'm from the northeast, but I've found the southwest people
Yeah.
at the other end of the country to be like fantastic, and the ambience of it all. It's a different way of life.
Yeah,
You know,
it
it's
is,
wonderful. And it's been lovely meeting you, lads.
Yeah, you
And
too,
you.
and
Thank-
best on your journey.
Yeah, all the best.
Yeah,
Thank you for
Keep going.
thank you for your advice and stuff. I appreciate
no
that.
worries.
Thank you. Okay.
Cheers.
Bye bye now.
Bye.
So I'm only now around about maybe 300-400 yards from the sea at Winspit, and I bumped into these lovely people. And your name is
Lauren.
Lauren
And I'm Jason.
and Jason. And what's all this about this morning, Jason? I know you've got your dog with you and everything. It's on a walk.
We've just come down from Surrey just to see family
Yes.
in Dorset. We've got family in Poole, and we've just snuck in a walk with the dog this morning. So we came to Worth and Travers, and
Yes.
we've gone across to Seacombe, dropped down the valley,
Yes.
across along the coast path to Winspit, and then we're just heading back up to Worth and Travers.
Right. Well, that's how long walk's that? About 4 or 5 miles, maybe.
Don't know actually, something like that. It's not
Yeah.
particularly far. I
Yes.
would
Yeah.
say, but,
Yes. And so you're avid walkers then? Are you often seen on the coastal path?
we don't come down here that much actually. We tend to go to the
No,
Lake
we like the
District
Lake
more
District.
actually. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So,
So you like going up north and doing a bit
Yeah,
up there.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been more or less right round the lot now in terms of that, and there's a few places that have really impressed me. I don't know if you've been to Anglesey. That's about
No.
that's the walk around Anglesey, 126 miles, beautiful, and beaches, and I know it's a very much a touristy, beachy kind of place in a kind of way, but the scenery is absolutely stunning. It's got its own climate, and it's well worth a visit.
Right.
But I mean, all the way down these coasts, I've come across some fantastic places. But I've been pleasantly surprised with Dorset. You know, having done Cornwall and Devon,
Dorset's
you know,
fantastic.
Dorset's got
Yeah, it
some
is
wonderful
lovely.
places. I mean, Durdledore and West
Yeah.
Lulworth.
Lyme Reed is right across, right round to
Yeah.
Swanage and Studland. It's just,
Yeah.
it's stunning. I mean, I grew up sort of around here, so
Well.
I love it here.
Yes, it is. It is amazing. Yesterday, I mean, I know the kids are on half term this last week, but it was packed. It was like walking along as if you was going to Wembley. There were that many people walking along. I mean, crowds and crowds of people.
Yeah.
But it was a nice day for it, and it is definitely spectacular. There's no doubt about that.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you as well.
And best of luck to you.
Yeah,
And
love
keep
your
in
walk.
touch with me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
There he goes. Whoa, there he is. Well, it's not very often that I talk to climbers, but I've met these two guys here. What's the name of this bay that we're
Winspit.
at? Winspit, that's right. And your name is?
Paul.
Paul.
Lee.
And what about this rock then, Lee? It looks pretty spectacular to me. Is it particularly special? Is there anything really good about it? This particular area. I mean, I noticed you was on some bolted plans before.
Yeah.
That looks pretty dangerous to me, to be honest.
This is just old quarrying area, really.
Right.
It's just been left and abandoned.
Yes.
There's some old quarry houses over there.
Yes.
The old quarrymen used to use.
Right.
And it's just now.
Yeah.
It's all a bit unstable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Every year we get different rock falls, and you come and look at the climb, and some of the handholds end up on the floor.
Yeah.
You just wonder how long it's going to last. You
Yes.
see some of the cracks and some of the rock fall that's about.
Yeah.
You just think, yeah, it's not the most stable place to be.
No.
You know, it's local, it's easy,
Yeah.
easy accessible.
Sun shining.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so you're local then?
Yeah, I'm from Swanage.
You're from Swanage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I live out in Bournemouth, so
Right.
yeah, but it's only 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, all along this coast is pretty local for us.
Yeah.
When we get nice days and we feel more up for it, then we'll be out in Portland.
Yes.
Portland's a bit higher and a bit longer
Yeah.
climbing and stuff, so yeah, we like Portland.
I walked around Portland the other day. I was
Is
quite
it?
surprised how nice it is, that
Yeah,
place
it's
up there.
beautiful.
On a good day.
Yeah, there's some lovely bolted rock there as
Yeah,
well.
there
is.
As
There's
you go
loads
down
of
that
places
go down
to
that
climb
on the way the south from the lighthouse, walking south. Walking north. There's quite a lot, maybe about 300 or 400 metres of bolted
Yeah.
stuff
Well,
there.
that being, you know that.
I can't remember the name of it, I'm
No.
afraid.
I mean, it's loads of places.
Yeah, there's so
Both
many
sides of the
places to
island.
go. And
Yeah,
Both sides of the islands are bolted.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we've got Dancing Ledge, which is bolted,
Yes.
and Headbury Quarry, which is bolted.
Right.
so we've got plenty to keep us going.
Absolutely.
And when the weather's like this, you just think, yeah, let's go climbing, don't you?
Yeah. Well, you can't get it much better than this,
No,
can you? You know,
no.
this time of year, you know,
Yeah.
February, and you're out here climbing. That's
Yeah,
incredible,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we like it.
Yeah.
It's good because you're just coming out of that cold, dark, miserable winter,
Yes.
and you get days like this. They're fantastic. They
Yeah.
just really get you going.
Yeah,
so we like
yeah.
it.
Makes you feel that spring's on the
Yeah,
way,
it
doesn't it,
is,
straight
yeah.
away? Yeah.
Spring's on its
Yeah,
way, so
yeah.
we can start planning some good climbing, can't we?
Yeah.
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 Trips.
Well, it's been a pleasure just having a quick chat with you, lads.
Yeah, you
And
too.
I hope
yeah,
you have a nice
yeah.
time.
Amazing
nice
what
day,
you're
and-
doing, actually.
Pardon?
I'm really impressed with what you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you
Walking the
very
whole
much.
coast is fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's making the film as well.
Yeah,
It's, you know,
yeah.
it's popular. People like it.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
most people do. But no, seriously, it's this for me is a way of saying to the whole of anybody who watches this, and it's getting some quite good numbers now.
Yeah.
Is that there is a coastal path? I reckon 99% of the UK population have never actually seen a coastal
Yeah,
path.
absolutely.
And you know, until you've been out here and seen these things, and
Yeah.
you know, got a lot of people in America and stuff, and they say, "Wow, what a lovely place!"
Oh,
you know,
right,
and,
yeah, brilliant.
and you know,
Yeah.
and you know, and I was making this for my grandkids, and it's turned out into something completely different.
That's brilliant.
And it's
fantastic, yeah.
lovely, you know.
Yeah, good. We would say to them, get off your computers and come out and do this, but we don't want too many people here.
Well, no, that's the danger. It's like some people have said to me, we don't want you to film it because we don't want any more people.
Yeah.
You know, places up in Northumberland would say, no, we don't want you to put in, you know, all these places. No, we don't want any more people. No, you know. Nice to meet you, lads.
And you.
Yeah, you too. Take
Okay,
care.
cheers.
See you
Bye
again.
now. Bye. So I haven't quite got away from Winspit yet. I've met quite a lot of people today, and obviously being the weekend and being really good weather, it's brought everybody out, including these people. And your name is?
Emma.
Emma.
I'm Tim.
And Tim. And
Yeah.
where are you from, Tim? Are you from this neck of
Parkstone, just not very far away.
Yes.
He's a
Okay.
musician.
I'm a classical musician, playing the Bournemouth Symphony Orchestra.
Really?
So I
what
was
do you
an
play?
extra
Just out of interest.
violin, one of the first violins.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was an extra on Thursday and Bristol last night.
Last night.
Very nice.
Got home at midnight.
Wow. And do you go with him on these
No,
journeys?
no, I work for them, but I sing in the choir as well. We have a good choir,
Oh, what a
so,
life!
yeah, it's
And
exciting.
that's fun. How long have you been doing that?
33 years.
Wow. Do
So
you
we've
think
been
you
married
like
nearly
it?
30 years, and I love it. I love playing the orchestra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was playing at the Children's Bristol Hospital yesterday afternoon,
Yes.
and just played for a couple of hours there. Violin,
Fantastic.
which is good.
Yeah.
Very, very nice indeed. So now you're out on the southwest coastal path, but you tell me that you're practicing for a bigger and better things. What's your plan?
Well, we did the
South Downs Way 2 Easters ago.
Yes, yeah, and we've decided that this year we're going to do the West Highland Way.
Wow.
So it starts just north of Glasgow, of
Yes.
Guy, and goes up to Fort William. So that's
Yes.
96 miles. So
Yes.
we're at the moment we're training on the bit that we know and that we love. So
Right.
yeah.
Well, like you, life's got to be done. I mean, I've cycled Land's End Shannon Groats twice.
yeah.
Really?
That's for the Americans watching. That's from bottom left to top right of England.
Yes.
1,000 miles both
Yes.
times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tore my Achilles tendon day 2 of the second trip.
Wow.
I carried on. Instead of going to hospital for 3 months, I carried on
Kept
cycling.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
It hurt a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It would do, wouldn't it? All those hills. Good heavens. Yes.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
so I mean, have you always been like avid walkers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've always walked ever since we've known each other, haven't we?
Walked
Yeah.
and cycled.
Yeah, walking and cycling. Yeah.
Well, that's really
Love
lovely.
Yeah.
You're lovely people. It's very nice to meet you, and thank you for the things you said. You know,
Good luck with your walk.
Yes,
luck, Jim,
and,
yeah.
and you've got a card now. Let's
Yes.
keep in touch.
I will do, yes.
You know, you can
Definitely.
send me a message, and I hope you enjoy the vlogs. And
Yes.
this will be on YouTube, if not later tonight, tomorrow,
Oh wow. Okay.
so you can see it.
We
That
should
way.
look at your blogs.
Thank you
Yes.
very much indeed.
Fantastic.
Lovely to
Walking.
meet you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
bumped into Richard and Wendy on the coastal path, and we're going in the opposite direction to me. So what's your plan today then, Richard? Where are you going?
Oh, Jim, we're off to St Aldham's Head. Bit of a trek, a little bit of a trek, and then back into Worthwood Travers for a pint at the Square and Compass.
Yes, it looks a very attractive pub. I did pass it this morning.
It's a glorious pub, one of the old-fashioned type pubs where you can get
Spit and sawdust.
The meal choice is a pie, and the beer choice is a pint, and that's about your lot. But it's well worth a visit.
Well, that sounds very encouraging. I mean, I arrived in Swanage yesterday, so I haven't had a chance to look around. The one thing that I'm impressed with at the moment is that you can park on any car park in the town for 24 hours for £1.
Is that right? I didn't even know that. No,
Yeah, and
that
includes camper vans as well. So
that'll almost certainly change come the season, when the season starts.
well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I've spent maybe 3 or 4 days in the Weymouth area, and it's £8 there.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and they really chase you around as well.
Yeah, we always in Swanage we always park in one of the side roads that we know very well. and do a lot of walking from Swanage, so it's some lovely walks from there.
I haven't been to Swanage for many years, but I'm also encouraged that they've got a railway line there as well.
Beautiful little railway, steam engine.
I noticed Flying Scotsman's there in a couple of
That's
months.
right, yes it is, yes, definitely.
It's something to look forward to at the end of March. I might even come down for that.
It's well worth seeing the engine when you're going from Corfe Castle, to Corfe Castle, and you can see it coming past the castle. It's really attractive.
Yeah, I was surprised it's running now. They were steaming it up this morning.
They were, it was running yesterday, running today.
It's just weekends, obviously.
I would imagine it's probably because it's half term as well.
Ah, that as well, of course, yeah. And so have you both been avid walkers all of your lives together then, or is it just something more of a...
5 years or so, isn't it really?
Started off as circular pub walks, short circular pub walks, and has progressed to longer and longer circular pub walks.
Right. Are you going to publish it? Put it on the market?
No.
No, well, it's lovely to meet you two people. Very nice indeed. And you've got a card there. You'll be on YouTube tomorrow.
Lovely job, thank you.
And it's been a pleasure to meet you.
Especially, thank you.
Busy on the coastal path today, and I bumped into these lovely people who are from London. And your name is? Paul.
And Michelle.
I see you've got your map, and you look very well equipped and like a professional walker, Michelle. You must be doing the coastal paths and things quite often then, do you?
We do a lot of hiking, in England and France.
Right. Any particular favourite places?
We love the Pyrenees.
Right.
So we do a lot of hiking in the Pyrenees with the long distance footpath in the Pyrenees. We've done the GR10, the GR5 in the Alps. And we do sort of day walks in England too.
Right. Oh, that's fabulous. And so, I mean, the south. I suppose this is probably as near as you're going to get to London, really, where you're going to get some decent quality walking.
Well, we do a lot in Surrey too, which is quite nice, and also in the Chilterns. So we live in West London, so we're well positioned for. That's a nice. But Dorset is definitely somewhere we come to quite often because we love it. It's beautiful.
It is fabulous. I mean, having walked all the way around and Cornwall and Devon and now Dorset, I was thinking as I get further and further east, the quality is going to go down, but it certainly isn't.
Yeah, we've done the week in Cornwall before, so that was nice. So the coastal path, but that's the most we've done, I think. Yes.
And what about you, Paul? I mean, do you have any particular favourites of all the walks you've done?
I think probably the same. My favourite is the John Muir Trail in California.
Oh wow!
We walked that from Yosemite down to Mount Whitney, which is just out of this world. It's fantastic. Very wild hike. Camping all the way. It's fantastic.
Wow, that sounds good. That sounds great. And my wife's been climbing out there, you said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Many years ago she went to California and stuff.
No climbing for us, just
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you say, West London, you've got all of this at your fingertips, really, not too far away.
Doesn't take too long, no.
You know, you've got plenty of motorways and things like that. Have you been to Pembrokeshire or Cornwall and stuff like that?
Yeah, we've done a bit of walking along the Pembrokeshire coast,
Yeah. I was there in the summer, and there was an awful lot of people on the walk.
Yeah, I bet.
But I met some fabulous people from all over the world. It was lovely. What impressed me more than anything was the friendliness of the Welsh people. I thought.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah.
I thought they were absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
And especially in the towns like Fishguard and Milford Haven and all these places where you wouldn't. When I say you wouldn't expect it, but they just couldn't do enough to help. They were just fabulous.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you get away from London, people are more friendly, aren't they?
well, I mean, I'm from Hull. I'm from a city, so but it's the same thing.
Well, even up north, people are more friendly.
Yes, well, I mean, I don't know. I've been quite surprised down here. I think city life is a completely different thing to this kind of life. You know, people don't seem to get the time of day to say hello to each other, whereas here it seems to be just people getting on the bus this morning, all having a laugh with the driver.
Yeah. And, that's really good. You don't get that in London.
It was like a community thing, and they were all like, real pleased to see each other on the bus. And they must have been neighbours. They must have known each other, but not that much, I suppose. But it was lovely. It was just like something off a TV programme where it had been scripted. It was just like so genuinely nice.
That's why we go long distance hiking abroad, because in the Alps, in the Pyrenees, you can put your tent up anywhere up in the mountains.
Yes.
And that's why we've not done it here really. And we did it in Cornwall, managed to reach a campsite every night.
Yes.
But what's putting us off is the accommodation costs and things like that.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, I mean, when I say I'm watching the pennies, I know how much money I've got to spend. I know what my budget is, and I've been wild camping for weeks on end, really. And at this time of year, it's very difficult to get a campsite anywhere.
Yeah, it's very true.
With hookup and all this kind of stuff, and people have invited me to the homes and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, and you know, I've made some great friends on this journey, which is one of the things I like the most, because I've ended up, all the people I meet on Facebook, like you people who come on, I've met every one of you.
We did a kayak trip in the States, in the Puget Sound near Seattle, and there's sort of stopping places for kayakers where we can camp, and we met some really friendly people. We got invited for dinner a couple of times, and people kept throwing food at us, and as you say, people are really friendly when you realise you're doing a long trip or something.
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? Anyway, lovely to meet you. Yeah, you get on with it. Get on with it. Yes, and thank you very much. For a real pleasure to meet you. And,
good luck.
Yes, thank you very much.
How far are you going today?
I'm going. My plan is to get to Swanage, and I'm going to watch the rugby and have a beer.
Okay, good idea. Well, enjoy.
Thank you. Bye. Bye now. Bye. Right, well I'm not far from Durlston now. I can see it over my right shoulder, and I bumped into these lovely people. And your name is?
I'm Richard.
Richard.
And I'm Phoebe.
And Phoebe. And where are you from, Phoebe? Are you from this area?
From Swanage, we both are.
Yep.
Oh really?
Yes, it's our local walk.
Can you recommend a pub that's going to have the rugby on this afternoon?
Oh, you're heading to Swanage?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, the King's Arms in Langton, if you slightly just come back out, that's
the King's Arms,
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's a great
so you're
spot.
just out, is this one of your regular walks?
Yeah, up to the square and compass.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Well, I know we're in the way here. It's been a very quick hello, but it's been very nice talking to you. You're very nice people. And check me out on YouTube, and you'll be able to check yourself out tomorrow.
We will do.
Okay.
Okay, all the best.
Within about probably an hour of finishing this walk, because I want to get to the pub to watch England beat Wales at the rugby.
Exactly.
So, so I've just bumped into these lovely people, and
I'm Chris.
Chris.
Greg.
And Greg. Are you from this area then, Greg?
We're southwest London, near Twickenham.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. And so you've just come down for a few days for a bit of a walk and a bit of a holiday and that
We
kind
have
of...
indeed, yeah. We've been staying in Studland.
And you picked a nice spell of weather, haven't you?
Fantastic,
Isn't it? I mean, it's a
in
breath
fact,
of fresh air.
we're driving back tonight into the rugby crowd.
Really?
At Twickenham, but anyway, we'll hang on to the memory of this.
Yes.
We caught some bad weather at Wortham Travers to Winspit a couple of days ago. It chucked it down. It really did.
Really?
Everything was soaking wet.
Yes.
I put the kids off I think for a
Yes,
while.
it was an endurance that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know, I've just seen a horse galloping along the horizon there. Anyway, I'm changing the subject.
No, I got a bad bit of luck when I was at West, Doodle. I was told that the firing range has got the red flags up and it's closed, and you've got, well, you can't go around, kind of thing. I wanted to do the walk, but it's only open on weekends, alternate weekends, and this is the weekend that it's closed. So this is why I'm having to do what I'm doing now. I'm making this into circular walks because it makes the logistics difficult for me with my van, and there's no buses around here apart from this one that comes down to Travers, or whatever, the Travers. So
we were walking near there on Tuesday, and it was just kicking off the whole day.
Yes.
The machine guns and the shells or whatever.
Yes.
It's horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, but to sort of dominate it that much, you know, 90% of the time, if not more, it's a bit off, isn't it? Really.
It definitely is. Yeah.
And it's been lovely meeting you. I know we ships in the night, but just remember, Jim's Coastal Path.
Well, indeed.
All right.
Indeed. Yeah.
Lovely to meet you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Lovely. See you then.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
2:30 now, and I've reached Delston Head Lighthouse, and there's still lots of people milling around, and it's absolutely glorious sat here. It must be with this wall behind me, which is surrounding the lighthouse. It must be 12-15 degrees here. It's absolutely beautiful. You could get a suntan just sitting here. But I've got about maybe 20 minutes to get myself into Swanage, just in time for the kick-off for the rugby, and I'm looking forward to that. And then I've got some editing to do. I'll put this on. I'll put this onto YouTube this evening. But it really has been a fantastic walk. Tomorrow, my plan is I'm going to go on the railway line tomorrow morning. The train, the steam train, and I did catch a glimpse of one of them as I came over a bridge, and it looks a fantastic track and everything. And then I'm going to walk tomorrow afternoon to Poole, and that's my plan for the weekend. It's quite easy walking to Poole actually. The thing is, the double-decker buses that go to Bournemouth actually go on the ferry across the strait, so that means I can catch a bus back quite easily from either side of the ferry, and I'll look forward to that, and I'll do that tomorrow afternoon, because if the weather's going to be like this tomorrow, which it says it is, I'm going to be out in there. I might even put my shorts on.